वरना ऐसे मत छीना कर, आराम से भी चीज ले सकते हो।
This is it. Two positions.
ये फाड़ दिया।
And then we have VBR here as well. And in one direction velocity is u, velocity of river. Here also velocity of river will be u only. Resultant of these two velocities will be the velocity along the tangent, that is velocity of the boat. Velocity, net velocity will always be along the path followed. Net velocity will always be along the path being followed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So net velocity will be always along the resultant. VBR. This is the velocity of boat. Now angle turned is, let us say, theta here. I think I can find the angle turned by finding this distance covered, which is equal to,
Sir, can you mute him, sir? I am not able to mute him.
why not?
Don't know, sir. If I press on the mute also, he's not able. I am not able to mute him.
Is he muted already? No, not muted.
Yes, sir. Yes, I am not able to mute him also.
Okay. So radius of curvature of the path followed, VBR is always directed towards a fixed point P on the bank of the river. Now, what is the distance covered? This distance covered will be equal to, I think, VB into time. VB into time will be the distance covered along this path in the ground frame. And if I take this horizontal distance to be found, if I want to find horizontal distance, then I should take horizontal velocity only into account.
Muted, sir.
If I have to take this, then it will be horizontal velocity. So horizontal velocity into time dt, that is the distance covered. Distance covered by this d distance will be equal to the angle covered. Can I find out the angular velocity omega from here? I can find out angular velocity omega, I think. How? How to find the angular velocity omega?
Disturbance is coming, sir.
Huh? What?
Disturbance is coming, sir.
Displacement?
Disturbance coming is still.
From your side, some disturbance.
Disturbance is there from my side?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your
okay.
voice is also low, sir.
Okay, okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Now, okay, sir.
Okay. So U, VBR, and VB. So what would be the angular speed? Angular speed with which this velocity vector rotates. U velocity. This VB is composed of two parts here. What are the parts of VB? One is VBR and another is U. U means nothing
U.
but VR.
Yes, sir.
U is
VBR
velocity of-
and
So, if I want to find acceleration, then don't you think that acceleration will be only because of one part of these two, out of these two? I want to find acceleration letter. You may be asking, why do I want to find acceleration? I want to find radius of curvature, and radius of curvature is nothing but it is we can say velocity square divided by a perpendicular.
Yes.
Radius of curvature is velocity square divided by a perpendicular. So in order to get a perpendicular, first let us find out net a. Net a will be found by taking derivative of these two, but VR is constant, so its derivative will be 0. So indirectly we have to take derivative only of VBR only. But we know that VBR is also constant magnitude wise. Is it constant magnitude wise or not? Yes, it is constant magnitude wise.
Yes, sir.
If it is constant magnitude wise, then I know the acceleration will be perpendicular to VBR at any instant of time. Why?
Hello, sir.
Sir, we can't hear your voice, sir.
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Till now, we cannot hear your voice, sir.
Oh, yes, I was saying this thing here, that acceleration will be perpendicular to VBR. Why? Because VBR is constant in magnitude. Whenever a vector is constant in magnitude, then rate of change of that vector cannot be along the vector, but it will be always perpendicular to the vector. Understood? Understood or not? Rate of change will be perpendicular to the vector
Yes,
whenever a vector is constant in magnitude.
Yes.
Okay. I have told you tangential acceleration means rate of change of speed, but the other one that is perpendicular acceleration, that is rate of change of we can say due to rate of change of direction. Okay, perpendicular acceleration. So this we have to find out, and I know we can find out by this way also. VBR divided by omega also, we can regard it as, I think, no, not that. VB divided by omega can be regarded as radius of curvature, VB divided by omega, or I can say VB square divided by a perpendicular. Okay, that will be radius of curvature. What is VB? VB in the beginning is VBR square plus VR square under the root. divided by A perpendicular. What is VBR square plus VR square? That is V square plus U square, right or not?
Yes, sir.
That is V square plus U square. So because these are only initially, V square plus only initially because they are mutually perpendicular. Initially, VBR is perpendicular to the river flow. This is VBR and this is perpendicular. So initially only I'm saying, not in general, but initially this is applicable. What about A perpendicular? Velocity initially will be in which direction? That resultant velocity will be in this direction, right?
Yes,
Initial
sir.
initial resultant velocity will be like this. This is VBR. This is V. So initial resultant velocity will be something like this here. That is VB, which is equal to V square plus U square under the root. So A perpendicular will be in this direction, perpendicular to A. Perpendicular to this VB. So I have to take VB square divided by A perpendicular. That will be equal to radius of curvature. How to get A perpendicular now? That we have to think. I am getting net A first. Net A is this. Then I will take perpendicular component after that. What is rate of change of VBR? Rate of change of VBR can be regarded as rate of change of VBR can be regarded as VBR magnitude into, we can say, a vector pointing from the boat towards the point P. Vector pointing from boat towards point P. Let us call that vector something, unit vector along that direction. So should I call that unit vector something? Maybe if I take P as origin, then what will be that unit vector? This will be the position vector of boat. Let us say it is R vector. Then that unit vector will be minus R cap. Will it be minus R cap or not? VBR is along minus R cap. According to the question, in question it is mentioned that boat is moving in such a way so that the relative velocity of the boat with respect to river is always towards the point P, fixed point P. It is along minus R cap, and I have to differentiate it. How to differentiate this? First term is constant here. VBR is constant term. That will be taken out only into derivative of minus R cap vector. What is derivative of minus R cap vector? What is derivative of this? Think about it now. If you are not understanding what is it, just think in this way that R cap is like a circle of unit radius. If it has a R cap radius, it has a circle of unit radius. And if I want to differentiate that, what is differentiation of a position vector of constant magnitude? That will be tangential velocity, right or not? If I take a derivative of position vector of constant magnitude, that will be tangential velocity, or it will be equal to 1 into omega. It will be equal to 1 into omega. So A we are getting as VBR into omega, angular speed. What is angular speed? Angular speed is angle turned. It's angle turned per unit time. What will be that? We can find that easily by knowing that this
Your voice is not audible, sir.
Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir. You
No,
got
sir.
disconnected.
See, I think I have discussed this with you, that acceleration is derivative of this. Then I told you VBR can be written as VBR vector can be written as VBR into minus r cap. Why minus r cap?
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
this I discussed. Then after that, these are two things here. So first thing is constant. VBR magnitude is constant. So VBR can be taken out and we can differentiate minus r cap. What is meaning of derivative of minus r cap? R cap is a radius vector of constant magnitude, and that is 1 unit. So if I take 1 unit circle of unit radius, if I take a circle of unit radius and I take derivative of position vector in that, then what I will be getting? I will be getting tangential speed or not? Velocity I will be getting or not? Derivative of position vector I will be getting as velocity, right or not?
Yes, sir.
Because derivative of position is velocity only. So this velocity will be nothing but it will be magnitude r into omega. R into omega means it will be r cap mod into omega, or it will be 1 into omega. It will be 1 into omega. Okay. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we can write it as acceleration is equal to VBR into U by D. Acceleration is equal to VBR divided by so where was I? Acceleration into VBR into U by D. VBR into U by D is the acceleration, right? Then we get it as B square plus U square under the root. Wait a second. Where was I? This part is already written here. Done. U by D is omega. Why U by D is omega? Initial speed is U and this is the distance D. So U divided by D will be equal to omega. Okay. Then we are getting from there. What is A perpendicular? Acceleration is in which direction? Acceleration will be perpendicular to VBR. Why is it perpendicular to VBR? It is perpendicular to VBR because we know when, here I told you why it is perpendicular to VBR. Because VBR is constant in magnitude, so it will be perpendicular to VBR. So it will be in this direction somewhere. But I have to take A perpendicular. A perpendicular means I have to take, this is A, and I have to take component of A which is perpendicular to net velocity. This is U, this is V. How to take component of A which is this side here, A perpendicular? How to take it? How to take it? This is theta, this will be 90 minus theta, this will be again theta, this will be again 90 minus theta. A sin theta it will be, but I can get theta. Sine theta will be equal to v upon v square plus u square under the root. That is sine theta. So A perpendicular will be equal to A sine theta. Then what is radius of curvature finally? That is becoming v square plus u square. From here I am getting this upon A perpendicular. A perpendicular is A into sine theta, which is again v upon root of v square plus u square. What is that? That is v square plus u square raised to power 3/2 upon A into velocity. What is A?
Yes.
A is nothing but A is already found here. VBR into U by D, that is V into U by D. If I write V into U by D, then I get V square plus U square raised to power 3/2 upon A. A is V into U by D. V square into U divided by D. That is it. That is radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is D into V square plus U square whole raised to power 3/2 divided by V square into U. Okay. So we are getting by these all steps here. Omega is equal to U by D. Acceleration is equal to VBR into omega. Why acceleration is that? By differentiating, I am getting this only. Differentiating of minus R. Derivative of R will be nothing but omega magnitude wise. Here I am not caring about sign. I know magnitude wise I have to write a vector. So I know magnitude wise it is this. Then I am getting a vector as V into U by D, because omega is nothing but angular speed with which this R vector rotates, R cap rotates. That is same as angular speed with which total R will rotate. But total R will rotate with what angular speed? It has this side velocity is U. U is trying to rotate it. So I can say U divided by R is omega. Is it okay? U divided by R is omega. Or U divided by D is omega. R is nothing but in this case, in the initial position, R is D. So we are getting omega as V into U by D. Then R we are getting as V square plus U square whole raised to power 3/2 divided by A perpendicular. A perpendicular is A sin theta. This is somewhat more complicated. I was not expecting it to be that complex also. But it is quite complex. Although finally we are getting the result. But it is complicated somewhat. Next we have there are some questions in books in which they say predator prey problems. Predator prey problems in which
Sir,
things
airplane
move.
window both are same, sir.
What?
Airplane window river both are same, sir.
When what are same?
Airplane window problems and riverboat problems are similar, sir.
Those are similar. Those are similar only. Those are similar only. Those are similar only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, for example, if we have a points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. One example. I will take one example and I will ask you to do for the other cases. There is a question in which they say that the particles keep coming closer to each other, so that this diagram keeps shrinking. How they are moving? They are moving always. A is always pointing towards B. B is always pointing towards C. C is always pointing towards D, and so on. I'm not making other vectors. Okay, maybe I will make D towards Z. They are moving towards each other. D towards Z, E towards F, F towards G, G towards H. All are moving with same speeds. H towards A. What would happen after some time? After some time, this diagram will shrink in size. This will shrink in size, and I have to just see one thing here. what is rate of change of AB with respect to time? Rate of change of AB with respect to time we can get by knowing this external angle. If all the speeds are given to us as V and side length is given as A, what is the rate of change of AB, or what is rate of change of A with respect to time? I know this velocity is trying to decrease A, right or not? It is trying to decrease A. Then can I write it as minus V? And this is trying to increase. It will become V cos theta. Is it V cos theta or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It is V cos theta.
Because it is trying to go away. Always it is in general, means not for this
Yes,
question.
sir.
Let me tell you something in general, which is always valid. Let us say I have a length L, and there's a one end has particle which is moving with velocity VA, and the other end has particle which is moving with velocity VB in different directions. This is making an angle beta and this is making an angle alpha. Then what is dl by dt? Can you tell from that? It will be VB cos beta
Beta, VA cos.
minus
Minus
VA
VA
cos alpha. Why minus here? Reason for minus is because VA cos alpha is trying to decrease it, but VB cos beta is trying to increase it. So VB cos beta minus VA cos alpha. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Yes.
Sure.
What about if I take both in outward directions, this side and this side? Then can you tell me now what would be the answer in this case? It is
Both
again
are-
L. Now what will be dl by dt? If it is VA, it is VB, it is alpha, it is beta. Now you tell.
VA cos alpha plus VB cos.
Very good, you are understanding already. Then it will be both positive because both are trying to increase. What if I take both into like this? This is
Minus
alpha,
VA
this
cos alpha minus VB cos
Both minus.
then both will be minus. So it is in general valid, not for this particular question. But right now, I'm using this information for this particular question by taking the length as A and writing dA by dt, which is equal to minus V plus V cos theta. One more thing we should keep in mind. Will it always remain that or will it change? It will always continue to be that. Why? Because the diagram is symmetric. Diagram is symmetric. It may happen that
Yes.
after some time, A may reach in some other location. That might happen. That is true. And A may reach in this position maybe. And the diagram may shrink in size. This is possible. Sorry, not, but it will remain symmetric. It will always be equidistant from the centers. All the points will be equidistant from the centers. It may happen this way after some time, but it will always be equidistant from the center. I'm not able to make equidistant, but you understand all these points are equidistant. And A has reached here A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash, and H dash. So this may have reached here. What path A might have followed? A might have followed this curvilinear path. B might have followed this curvilinear path. C will follow maybe this path here. D will follow this path here. Some spiral kind of path. This way, this way, this way, and this way. This kind of path they will follow. So at any one instant of time, when A reaches here in new position, B will reach in this position, C will reach in this position, D will reach in this position, E in this, F in this, G in this, and H in this. But if I connect all these points again with each other, what do I end up getting again? I will be getting that
Again, the same.
octagon.
It's the same
Yes,
octagon.
Is it octagon?
It's
1, 2,
small.
3,
Yes,
4.
sir. Octagon,
Octagon.
sir. Octagon.
I will be getting same octagon, but this octagon will be shrinking continuously.
Yes,
This
sir. It will
octagon will be
decrease.
shrinking
Size is
continuously.
decreasing.
Area will decrease.
And
continuously.
finally, by symmetry, I can tell that it will meet at the center. Because
Yes,
all
sir,
are equal
yes.
velocities. So it will meet at the center only. All are equal velocities. Then I can say that at any instant of time, This angle made by this octagon, exterior angle of the octagon, this exterior angle of the octagon remains fixed. It will always be equal to 2 pi by 8. It will always be equal to pi by 4. It will remain fixed. This angle is not variable angle here. It is constant angle. If angle is constant, then we are very happy. Why? Because integration is easy with constants, but difficult with variables. How to integrate?
Variables.
I can integrate very easily now because
Yeah.
these are all constants. Minus v plus v cos theta into dt 0 to t. And here initially it is a at some instant of time. Let the distance be, what should I call the distance after some instant of time? A dash or a as a function of time. Okay. So a as a function of time minus a will be equal to v cos theta minus v into t. What is that? A as a function of time will be equal to a minus v minus v cos theta into t. What is v cos theta? V cos theta is v cos of pi by 4. V minus v cos pi by 4 into time. That is a as a function of time. What is at then? What is the side length of the octagon? That will become a minus v into 1 minus 1 by root 2 into t. Will at become 0 or not? At will become 0 at what time? At is equal to 0 when t will be equal to a divided by v into 1 minus 1 by root 2, right or not?
Yes, sir. That
Yes, sir.
This time, this will be the time when all the particles finally merge together at the center. This will be that time when the distance of that, when the side length of the octagon becomes 0. Okay, this is that time. There is another way to do. What is another way to do? Yesterday one boy asked and I told him other way also. This is a point. Let us take one point at the center. Let us call it O. And let us write this thing as, what should I call it? Maybe R radius. I'm calling it as R radius. Can I write the same equation for R also? dr by dt equation. This is A and this is O. O is fixed, but A is moving with velocity v, and this angle is something maybe alpha. What is dAO by dt? Or it is R. Then what is dr by dt? That will be minus v cos alpha.
Yes, sir.
It is fixed here. It is fixed. It has no velocity, so 0 velocity only. So it is minus v cos alpha. By the same logic, take component of v along this direction. It is trying to decrease it. So minus v cos alpha. What is alpha here? What is alpha, by the way? Alpha is this angle here. What is that angle? I think this angle is not easy, difficult to determine. It is easy only. Can you determine this angle? This angle right here. I thought you can determine easily, but you are taking so much time. This is theta. I think we can determine it easily by knowing that this is alpha, this is also alpha. So alpha plus theta is equal to pi. So 2 alpha is equal to pi minus theta. Alpha is equal to pi minus theta divided by 2. Is it right or not?
90 minus theta by 2.
90 degree minus theta by 2. 90 degree minus theta by 2. Then we are getting that. Then we can write it as, we can write minus v cos alpha. What would it be? Minus v into cos of 90 minus, what was it? 90 minus theta by 2, which was 90 minus theta. Theta was already, what was theta? Pi by 4. And it will become pi by 8. Pi by 2 minus pi by 8. What is pi by 2 minus pi by 8? Can you tell? It will be, I think, 3 pi by 8.
3 pi by 8.
Then we get it as cos of 3 pi by 8. minus v cos of 3 pi by 8. What is the formula for cos of 3 pi by 8? I can write the formula of cos 3 pi by 8 as, tell me some way to write it now. Is it 15 degrees or no? What is 3 pi by 8? 3 into pi 180 divided by 8. I have to check. What is that coming out to be?
135 by 2, sir.
135 by 2. It is complicated angle. Why are we getting this? B cos alpha. Can we get this value or not?
Sin 22 half.
We are getting
Sin 22 half.
sine what?
Yes, sine 22 half.
Sin 22 half.
Sine 22 half. But how to get that also? Can we get its value? Sine 22.5 degrees. Sine 22.5.
Sine of
Especially
45 by 2, sir.
sine of 45 by 2. Fine. But what
Yes,
is the
sir.
formula for that?
Sin 22.5 means 45 by 2, no, sir. 45 is 1 by root 2 by 2.
No, that you are completely wrong. Sine 45 degree
Sine
by 2
45 by 2.
is not equal to sine 45 degree by 2. You are saying that or what? These are not equal. These
No,
are
sir, no,
very
sir,
different
not.
one.
Sir, from cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus.
We can use that. This is right now. What he said is right. We can apply this formula. 1 minus cos 2
Cos 2
theta is equal to 2 sine square theta. Half angle we can get from here. Or I can say 1 minus cos theta 2 by 2 is equal to sine square theta. This will be useful. Let us say I want to get sine square 22.5 degrees. Then I can write it as 1 minus cos 45 degrees by 2. Then what is sine 22.5 degrees? That will be 1 minus cos 45 degrees by 2 under the root. Then we can get now. Can you tell what it is?
Root 2 minus 1 by 2 root.
Minus 1 by
Root
2.
2 minus 1 by 2 root 2, sir. Under
Root 2 minus
1 by
1
2
by
root.
Sir,
2
root
root
is
2.
Sir, whole 2.
complete root, sir. Whole root, sir.
This way.
Sir, root 2 minus
Root 2
1 by
minus 1 by 2 root 2 whole root, sir.
Okay, root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2.
Yes.
This way, whole root 2. That is this. This is dr by dt.
That is sin 22 and of it, sir, not cos 22.
This is equal to not cos to 320 pi by 8. It is that only, I think, no?
Sin 3 pi by 8, sir.
It is equal to sine 3 pi by 8.
Sir, we need to find cos 3 pi by 8. Using Pythagoras method.
Wait a second. Sine 3 pi by 8 will be equal to sine 3 pi by 8 will be what?
2 minus 1 by 2 root 2 whole root, sir.
2 minus
Root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2 whole root.
No, but what is cos 3 pi by 8? Not sine 3 pi by 8.
Okay.
180 by 8 is first of all, what is it equal to, and multiply by 3. 180 by 4 I know is 45 degree, right? 180 by 8 is 22.5 degrees. That is, I think it is 20, that only, it is sine 20. It is right only. In this way, you are getting minus v into sine pi by 8 only, right? Or not? 3 pi by 8 is equal to pi by 2 minus pi by 8. So it is right already, it is right only. What is then? This is constant. Whenever it is a constant, I can just say simply that r will decrease from initial value to the final value dr will be equal to minus v into root of root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2 into dt integral. R will vary from initial value r to 0 minus r is equal to the time taken will be t, let us say. We are getting minus v into root 2 minus 1 by 2 root 2 into t. Minus minus cancelled. We are getting time is equal to r divided by v into root of root 2 minus 1, and here it is 2 root 2. That is answer. This answer will be same as before. Only thing is I have to write r in terms of a. Then we will be getting the same answer again. In terms of r, this answer is right. In terms of a, that last answer was also right. And these both will be same. We can prove how? By first putting r value in terms of a. We can determine r in terms of a. It is not difficult task. Not difficult task. You try to do it yourself. Try to prove that these two are equal. If you want to prove it yourself for a simple case, then you do one thing. Prove it for a triangle. In triangle, it is very simple. Equilateral triangle. Find out the time taken for the particles to meet at the center of the field if they are moving towards each other with equal speeds. What would be the time taken? Find it out. Side length is given as a. This is a b c triangle. Three particles A, B, and C are moving in such a way that A always points, the motion of A is always directed towards, the motion of A is always directed towards B, and of B towards C, and of C towards A as shown. How to get? Find time taken. Time taken to reach the center of the field. Find time taken to reach the center of field. Where are they meeting? They are meeting at the center. There are two ways to do. What I expect you to do, I want you to get the answer by two ways. What are those two ways? One way is by differentiating AO, another is by differentiating AB. If I differentiate AB, then what angles I have to take? What is the relative velocity along AB? Relative velocity along AB will be, this is V here, and this is V cos 60 degrees, right? If it is AB, then I can say
Yes,
A
sir.
will be equal to, now I'm telling you shortcut means
V minus
integration, it is a constant relative velocity, so I don't have to integrate. Whenever it is a constant, then I can just directly take relative speed. Relative speed is V plus V by 2, right or not? They are approaching, so relative speed will be added up or not, adding these vectors up or not, adding
Yes,
their
sir.
magnitudes. That into time is equal to A. So what is time then? A upon 3V by 2 or 2A by 3V 1. Can we get the same thing by now taking AO into account? If I take AO into account, first of all, I have to determine AO. How to determine AO? I know this is equal to A by 2, this side the base length. This is 30 degree. Then what will be hypotenuse AO? What is hypotenuse AO? AO can be written as A by 2 into secant 30 degrees. It is base is A by 2. This hypotenuse will be A by 2 into secant 30 degrees. A by 2 into secant 30 degrees. Okay. What is derivative of AO? Velocity is this side for A. This angle is not 60 degrees here. This is at 30 degrees. What do we get d by dt of A? That is equal to minus V cos 30 degrees. Is it okay? But again, I don't need to differentiate. What I will tell instead, directly time will be equal to A by 2. Secant 30 means A by 2 into 2 by root 3, which is equal to A by root 3. A by root 3 or not A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what is our time formula directly? Total distance divided by relative speed of approach. Relative speed of approach. What we can call this thing as V plus V by 2 is relative speed of approach. That is relative speed along the line joining, which we call as relative speed of approach. What is the relative speed of approach of A? What is the relative speed of approach of
V root 3 by 2.
V root 3 by 2. A divided by A divide. No, wait a second. What was it? It was A by root 3 divided by speed. What is the speed? Speed will become, I think, speed will become here V cos 30. V cos 30. V into root 3 by 2. V into root 3 by 2. V into root 3 by 2, which is equal to A by V into 2 by 3. That is time. Is it same or not? Is it same?
Yes, sir.
So by both ways, we will be getting same answer. Now, if they ask such question for hypo, with whatever other diagram, we can always do it by the same way. Same method will be applicable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What will be the acceleration of this vector, velocity of, what is the initial acceleration of A? We can ask that question. Find initial acceleration of A. Find initial acceleration of A. What is the initial acceleration of A? What is the initial acceleration of A? V square by what is the initial acceleration of A? That will be equal to V square by V square by I can say initial acceleration is V square by A. Initial radius of curvature will be V square by A perpendicular. But what is initial acceleration? How to get that? That I can get by knowing this component of velocity. What is this component of velocity here? It is V. This will be, I think, 30 degrees. Perpendicular component I am taking here. That perpendicular component will come out to be equal to, what will be that? What will be the perpendicular component? V into root 3 by 2. And what is the distance AB? That is equal to A. And what is angular speed? Angular speed will be equal to V root 3 by 2 divided by A. What is acceleration then? Acceleration can be obtained by, if they ask radius of curvature anyway, radius of curvature will be obtained by, curvature is V square by A perpendicular, I can write, or I can also write it as V square V by omega. That is also equal to radius of curvature. V by omega is also equal to radius of curvature. Is it okay? Radius of curvature is V square by A perpendicular, that is equal to V by omega. Omega we know already. Oh, wait a second, this is different here. Omega we already know. Omega will be this. How we get omega? By applying the formula V perpendicular upon A. Omega is nothing but V perpendicular divided by A. That is omega. Okay. We can get from here omega, and we can get a acceleration. And acceleration will always be perpendicular to this, that we already know. Why? Because there is no change in speed. Always the speed is constant. So acceleration will always be perpendicular. Then I can just take V square upon net A will also be equal to radius of curvature. Okay. We can get that also. Initial acceleration I can write as V into omega. That also we can write initial acceleration. V into omega. Why is this initial acceleration? Or do one thing, just you find out the radius of curvature first. After getting the radius of curvature, we can get the initial acceleration also by V square upon R. Okay, but that will be same thing as next we can take shortest distance of approach. Shortest distance of approach. If I have two bodies going in mutually perpendicular directions, what will be the shortest distance of approach of those two bodies? For example, one is going in this direction and another one is going in this direction. In mutually perpendicular roads, they are going. Then what would be the let us say this is how they are moving at any one instant of time, or maybe not like this, they are in this way. One is coming closer, one is going away. Both are coming closer to the origin. What is the minimum distance between these two? How to find out? To find out the minimum distance of approach, or maybe I will take, let me take this one as like this only. At origin, one is at origin and one is coming to the closer to the origin. It is VA and the other is VB. What is VB minus VA? What is VB minus VA? What is VB minus VA? This is VBA. And then we can get it as this perpendicular distance from A on the line of VBA will be the minimum distance. This is D minimum. What is this? This is initial distance, D. We can get in terms of D the value of D minimum. Can you obtain it? Obtain it now. What is the value of D minimum? To get it, we can just write it as D sine theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta is nothing but sine theta is nothing but VA divided by VS square plus VB square under the root. Right or not?
Yes, sir.
That is sine theta.
Yes, sir.
So D into sine theta will be D minimum. Always same approach only. What we will do? We can take one particle as origin, another particle. But if it is not approaching towards A, then how to do? Here it was approaching, but always it may not be approaching. One particle I can always take at origin. There is no doubt in this. Let us say the particle which is at origin is moving in this direction along one axis, and I am taking that axis as x-axis. But the other particle may not be coming along y-axis. Other particle may be going along some other direction, maybe this side. Then also same formula, VA, VB, get VB minus VA. What is VB minus VA? This is minus VA. What will be resultant of these two? Parallelogram law of vector addition. Now we have to apply parallelogram law, and resultant will be in this direction. Can you get the perpendicular distance now from A?
Yes, sir.
From A, I can drop a perpendicular on this. This one. That will be the minimum distance. How to get this minimum here? Now it is slightly more complicated than last case, because in last case we could write simply D sine theta. But now I cannot write that. How to do? Remember, if this angle is phi, then this angle also will be phi. It is true or not? Because it is 90 degrees to this, and
Yes,
it is
sir.
90 degrees to this. This will be phi only. So if somebody tells me what is phi, then I can tell him what is this thing, because this D minimum will again be initial distance into sine phi. Don't worry about initial distance, that is given to you. They will give that initial separation between the particles A and B is given as D, and A is going in certain direction and VB is going in some other direction. What is the minimum distance of between them at any instant of time? To get the minimum distance, I can just write it as D sine phi. But what is phi angle? How to determine phi? That is somewhat slightly difficult than last case. This is VB. I think I may use sine rule. I may use the sine rule. What else is given to us? Angle between VA and VB is given. Don't think it is not given, because they have told that VA is moving in this direction and VB is moving in some other direction. But if we know the directions of both, then I can determine the angle between those two. So I know the total theta angle. Then I get the resultant also or not? I get the resultant. Like, can I use the sine rule to get the value of phi? Yes, I can use the sine rule. How? I will write this way. VB upon sine phi is equal to VB upon sine phi is equal to is equal to what should I write? In this triangle, it is VA, it is VA square plus VB square plus 2 into VA VB into cos theta. This is phi angle. You know, by in parallelogram law of vector addition, we have another way also to get phi. What is the way?
B sin
To
theta
get-
by B cos.
that way also we can get. So this angle is here theta. This is VB. So I can say tan phi. Tan phi is equal to VB sin theta divided by VA plus VB cos theta. Once I know tan phi, I can get sin phi. This is one approach. Another approach by sine rule, I think that I used to get by sine rule also. Let us try by sine rule. Only advantage of sine rule is that I will directly get sin phi, not any tan phi, etc. Method 1 to get phi, method 2 to get phi, sine rule. By that we can say VB upon sin phi is equal to is equal to VA square plus VB square plus 2 VA into VB into cos theta under the root, this was magnitude, divide by sine this angle. This angle is here, this angle here, opposite to this side. That will be sine of phi
Sine.
minus theta. Sine phi minus theta is also sine theta only, right? Then sine phi can be written as VB into sine theta divided by root of VA square plus VB square plus 2 into VA into VB.
B cos phi no sir.
What? Oh, my God, what I was doing here. You're right. Then this is what I did. I did completely wrong. I was finding something else and it came out to completely different. If I take this as phi, then this is d cos phi, not sine phi, right? D cos phi. How to get d cos phi? I can get although that also. Now it is sine cos phi. I can get from tan phi and sine phi. But it is becoming somewhat lengthy. I could have done it by choosing a proper angle. This is phi. Then if I would have taken this angle as phi, then I can write d sine phi. I think same thing only I have to do. Then these are not methods 1 and 2. Method I have to use both of these. Cos phi will be equal to tan phi sin phi divided by tan phi, I think. Sin phi divided by tan phi. That is equal to VB sin theta will cancel. VA plus VB cos theta divided by root of VA square plus VB square plus 2 into VA into VB cos theta, that is cos phi. Then I'm getting now d minimum. What is d minimum coming out to be equal to? D cos phi. Now we are getting answer.
Sir, all these can be done by simply moving vectors.
Always.
All these can be done simply by moving vectors.
Simply by using vectors. This can be done simply by using vectors, you are saying.
Yes, sir.
Vectors means this is vector only. We all these things are vectors only. You are saying I should write in terms of I cap, j cap that way.
Yes, sir.
We can do that also. You are right. We can do that.
Okay, sir.
That is second other method. This is method of geometry. Method of geometry I find easy, especially in this question. It is very easy, no? We are getting answer in one step only. D is minimum is equal to d sine theta, and sine theta is so easy to determine. So therefore, in such cases when they are mutually perpendicular, then I never recommend any other vector method, etc. I will recommend just geometric method. These are geometric methods. Geometric method of solving. You are right. We can do it by two other ways. One is differentiation method and one is vector method also. And second one is also geometric method only.
Okay, sir.
Okay. How to do by vector method? I don't know what is in your mind. How will you do? What is your approach? How will you do by vector method? Let me tell you how I will do it by vector method. I will say A is fixed and B is moving relative to A. So this is VBA, right or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then it can be written, if displacement can be written as VBA into T. Displacement can be written as
Yes, sir.
VBA into T. But I want that displacement for which the final position. This is initial position. Let us call it initial position of B with respect to A at t equal to 0. And this is final position RBA at t equal to t. Final position minus initial position is the displacement. That is right or not?
Yes, sir.
This is VBA into time t. That is SBA. It is not into time. It is just as a function of time, and it is at initial time. Understood? This is not multiplied here. It is just way of telling that it is position vector as a function of time. I want these two to be mutually perpendicular, and I will get this minimum distance RBAT. How to get these two to be mutually perpendicular? Position vector of B with respect to T, which is equal to RBA initially plus VBA into T. This RBA as a function of time dot product with its dot product with the SBA will become 0 at that time, right or not? SBA will be equal to 0
Sir.
for minimum distance. For minimum distance, and what is that minimum distance? Nothing but magnitude of RBA.
Yes, sir.
This is the vector approach. So if they are giving us not angles, but they are giving already in vector form, then this method will be easy. I don't even need to make diagram in this. Diagram I'm making to make you understand that these are becoming mutually perpendicular. But I can do it directly by this equation and this equation. These two equations are enough. What I will get by solving these two equations? Time will be unknown here. I will be getting time. What I will be getting? Time. How will be getting time? If you are not understanding, let me tell you again. I can replace this thing as RBA 0 plus VBA into time dot product with SBA, and that SBA is again nothing but VBA into time dot product with VBA into time plus RBA 0 is equal to 0. How to take the dot product now? Initial position vector RBA 0 dot product with VBA at any time t plus VBA dot product with itself VBA square into t square is equal to 0. Understand, here it is not as a function of time, it is It is here multiplied by time. But this is as a function of means it is the initial position only. RBA initially at 0 time. Understood? This is not multiplied by time here. It is just finally its position at time t. So what are the what is it? Is it a quadratic or not? Not a quadratic also. It is simple equation, it seems. What is time coming out to be? Time is coming out to be minus RBA dot VBA into time t, or not into t will be cancelled
By VBS.
by VBA square. This is time t. I think it is very simple only. This is also very good approach. One very simple result. We can follow this method also. Okay. This is also very simple approach. So one example will make it clear. Let me ask you one question and you do it by 2 ways. A car is moving along x-axis. A car is moving along x-axis with speed of 15 meters per second, and car B is approaching. Car B is approaching with speed of 20 meters per second. This is A and this is B. Initially, the distance between the cars is 1 kilometers. At what distance they are? Okay. And they are on mutually perpendicular roads. They are moving on mutually perpendicular roads. Find minimum distance of cars, minimum distance of approach of cars A and B, which are moving on mutually perpendicular roads, which are moving on mutually perpendicular roads and are initially in positions shown. The real velocities, etc., are all given. What is answer? Which method you will do? Do by both ways. Please do by one way and the other way. What is the one way? One way is geometric approach. What is geometric approach? Take the in this place of this plus 15 here. Let us solve it in the frame of A. In the frame of A means A will appear to be at rest in its own frame. A will come to rest. A will not move from the origin if we are looking in the frame of A. But B will have velocity now, not VB only, but it will have velocity VB minus VA. Minus VA will be added with VB. So its velocity will appear to be in this direction, in with respect to A, this way. Then I will take perpendicular on this, and that will be D minimum. Just do by this way first. Tell me the answer. Is it difficult? I thought it is not that difficult.
3 by 5.
3 by 5 what kilometers?
3 by 5 kilometers.
Yes, sir. 3 by 5 kilometers.
Answer seems right. but I want to see whether sometimes calculation mistakes may be there. This is 15 and the other one is no, this is not 15, this is 20, I think. This is 15. What would be the resultant?
25.
25 will be the resultant, and resultant will be in this direction here. This is the direction of resultant velocity. Right. This is 25. Now this angle is theta, and this is d distance initially 1 kilometer. So as you know already, if I take a perpendicular on it, then that perpendicular will be now just d sin theta. Then now I'm getting answer already, and you are right, I think. 1 into sine theta, but sine theta is means here there are two triangles. Understand, always method is this: one bigger triangle of distances and one smaller triangle of velocities. So theta is common to both the triangles, and this is our trick. We will take the theta value from the velocity triangle, and we will put it in the this positions triangle of the distances. So 1 sin theta will be equal to d minimum, which is
15 by 25.
15 15 divided by 25, and as you said already, 3 by 5 kilometers. Answer. What is the other approach? Other approach was directly using the formula. Which one?
Geometric
This
method.
one. Geometric already done. This is called as geometric method. What were you thinking? This is only geometric approach. Geometric approach does not mean that I will not even use vectors there. I'm using vectors, but I'm doing it geometrically, not by writing in terms of I cap, j cap. If I write in terms of I cap, j cap, that method I'm calling as vector method. Let us write VBA. Let us write VBA vector. VBA vector is VB minus VA. What is VB? 20 j cap minus 15 I cap. What is position vector of BA at initially? RB initially minus RA initially. What is RB initially? Position vector of B initially. Initially it is 1000 along minus j cap. Minus 1000 along j cap, and A is at origin. This is RBA, right or not? We know VBA, we know RBA. Vector method now. What is displacement SBA? Displacement is VBA into time. What is that? 20 T j cap minus 15 T I cap. What is final position of RBA at any time t? RBA at any time t will be equal to RBA initially plus SBA. What is that? Minus 1000 j cap plus 20 T j cap minus 15 T I cap. Now, for minimum distance, I told you before that RBA should be perpendicular to RBA is perpendicular to the VBA value, right?
VBS.
RBA is perpendicular to VBA. So what I will do, I will take RBA dot product with VBA is equal to 0. What is VBA? We know. What is RBA? We know. So we get 20 T j cap minus 15 T I cap. That is VBA into T. I need VBA only. I can take VBA into T also, but VBA is enough. Dot product with minus 15 T I cap plus 20 T minus 1000 J cap. This also I will write first I cap and then J cap. 15 minus 15 I cap. Take the dot product and put it 0. What do we get? 15 T into 15 I. That is 15 square into T plus 20 into 20 T minus 1000 is equal to 0. What we get? Minus 20,000 is equal to 0. 25 square into T minus 20,000 is equal to 0. Or T is equal to 20,000 what is it now? I want minimum distance. How to get minimum distance? This is not giving us minimum distance. This is giving us time at which
Should substitute in RBAT.
at which RBA becomes minimum. Becomes minimum. We have to substitute in back in that. So what is RBA value here? RBA value was this value. I have to put back time in this. So I can say D minimum is equal to RBA minimum, which is, what is it?
30 equal to 32.
T is 32. You solved it already? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
32. Then let us put 32 in back in this. What do we get? Check once. What do we get?
Minus 480 I cap minus 360 J caps.
We are getting it as minus 1000 J cap plus 20 into 32 J cap minus 15 into 32 I cap. And at last you are telling me answer as what is it?
Minus 480 I cap minus 360 J cap.
Minus 360 J cap. And you know, we can, I think, take 120 common. 120 taken common, then we get minus 4 I cap minus 3 J cap. Then what is the D minimum? Magnitude, this is not minimum actually, this is a sign. Magnitude will be mod of it, mod of it, mod of it, mod of it, which is equal to 120 into 5. 600. What was the answer last time?
5,000.
Sir, in kilometers, no, sir, we should.
5,000.
In kilometers, I will get it as 0.6 kilometers or 3 by 5 kilometers. What was last time?
3 by 5.
This method is easy. Tell me.
Geometry method.
First
Geometry
method,
method
sir.
is easy. First method is easy only. Second is lengthy.
Yes, sir.
It is
Okay,
right.
very
It is not wrong. Second is unnecessarily lengthy. Okay, although it is also right only. First method, use first method always. Okay. Geometric approach. Second one we have flag problems. How to do the question of flag? Flag flutters. Just one thing we have to keep in mind. We can do all the questions of flag from that. Flag flutters in the direction of velocity of wind with respect to flag. In which direction flag flutters? Flag will always flutter in the direction of velocity of wind with respect to flag. It does not flutter in the direction of wind velocity. That is mistake. It flutters in the direction of
Here stop.
Screen sharing stop.
Here stop.
I think time is also over now.
Will you take
Then
last?
Quick evening, sir.
today, I think you do something. If you want me to just join, I can join.
Sir, give problems, sir. We'll do so.
Problems are in the assignment. There are many problems or not many based on such questions.
There, yes, sir, there, sir.
So you do from the assignment then. Okay. Do from that. Okay, then I'm ending it now.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.